Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ramadhani Rasyid and I'm from group 6. My group consists of me, Ramadhani Rasyid, Mutiara, Sophie, Muhammad Aulia, and Valen. Well, here we would like to present you about family types and traditions. My topic, there are two topics that I choose. The first is family types and traditions, and the subject that is child raising. So, family types and tradition, we must have heard the name, the words of family. Family is a very universal name, words that is consists usually of mother, father, and child. Well, but although it is universal, it also vary in how the parents communicate and the traditions in each family and how they teach it to their child. And this is called cross cultural difference among families. Now to our topics, that is child raising. We must know that acculturations, you must have heard of that. Well, acculturations is a process of teaching of customs and values of parents' culture to their child. For example, in the United States, they usually put their newborns of few weeks old into their very own rooms because one thing is they got a very large house, so they fill it with their baby to. And another thing is because to teach them privacy since they're a baby, and also to teach them responsibility of their private room and privacy. Well, that's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mutiara Noviyanti. I'm from group 6. Your IM is for continue the material about types and tradition in family. Uh, the first is young adulthood. In the US, children with age 18 until 21 years old will be given instruction from their parents to leave their homes in the sense of living independently. However, there is not compulsion from parents, but the parents their choices give their children choices for future life for their future life. The reason the reason they leave homes is because of economic factors. After they leave home, the children will build social and financial relationship outside the family. Like likewise, with their love affairs, parents or family cannot arrange it up to marriage because they will cop on with their own way. With the hope, parents can agree with what the children choose. Parents think that the children have to make a big decision for their future life, and parents can be proud of themselves if their children can be independent until the age of 20 years old. The next is the elderly. Elderly is the name for people who are more 15 years old. They usually have physical features that are no longer young anymore. It's mean like either their skin is wrinkled, their vision is blurred, or their stamina has decreased, and more of them. Usually, families who have the elderly in the family members will hand them over to nursing homes. The reason is because they are cannot take care of them at home, and the factor that encourage them to place the elderly relatives is the two physical disabilities or illness. Older the elderly also often look for friends for hangout rather than mingle with their family or their children. In addition, the elderly more are dependent on government pension funds and social security, and they also like to live alone until they die. It is commonplace in every country, including in the US, that family who have the elderly will put them in the nursing homes, but it is it 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 is up to each family to make consideration to put them in the nursing homes, because if the nursing home not have good facilities, the family will search or seek the nursing care and bring it to their homes, so the family can take care of elderly at home, not in the nursing homes. So that's all explanation about that's all the explanation about the elderly and young adulthood. uh, Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sophie Kristin Yoanda. In here, I will explain about the nuclear and extended family. Attitude towards the elderly can be further understood by distinguishing between nuclear and extended family structure. In the United States, the nuclear family consists of the father, the mother, and the children. This is the family. The extended family, which consists of the grandparents, aunt, uncle, cousin, nephew, nieces, and in-law, is important in the United States, but in a different way than in other cultures. Extended family are not necessarily consult when it comes to making major decisions, and is not assumes that extended family members will take care to the children in the family. The distinction between the nuclear and the extended family is important because it suggests the extent of family ties and obligation. The extended families, the children and the parents have strong obligation to other relatives. In the United States, there are close ties and there are close ties to some extended family members, especially to grandparents, but not the same obligation that you would find in older cultures. Again, this varies among members of ethnic groups. For example, Italians, American, Chinese American, Jewish American, and Mexican Americans, among others, have more extensive obligation and contact with extended family members than do many other Americans. The next material is working wife and husband. In both nuclear and extended families, the culture imposes set gender roles. Open parents, traditionally the male and responsible for the financial support of the home and the family members, and the female was responsible for emotional support, child raising, and housekeeping. However, during the past two to three decades in the United States, gender role has been redefined, with an increasing number of mothers in the workforce. The prescribed role of the man as the breadwinner and the woman as the housewife has changed dramatically. A major reason for this change is the woman movement, which has influenced society view of desirable educational goals and careers of women. In addition, because of financial necessity, it is often no longer possible for a family to live on one salary. In some cases, particularly among the highly educated, there are dual career couples where both the husband and the wife work full-time in high-level professional jobs, e.g., lawyers, doctors, professor, and manager. In this family, is generally a more equitable sharing of the family and home responsibilities than in the larger population. Although there are not common, there is the situation where both members of couple cannot find employment in the same geographical location, and so one will move and commute back to the family on weekends. In a minority of cases, people have to fly great distance to maintain such commuter marriage. This can be strain on the family, but both of the husband and wife are strongly committed to their respective. This can be strain on the family, but both the husband and the wife are strongly committed to their respective profession. Some couple believe that their family life is better because they make the most of the little family time that they have. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Aulia F.F. I'm from 5C. Uh, Now I would like to explain about single parent families. Change in American family structure are evidenced by rates of separation and divorce. It is estimated that almost 50% of all marriages end in divorce. This trend have resulted in the high number of single parent families headed mostly by women. Many of these women uh, of these receive alimony or child support payment and are more likely to be poor than married women. Single mother or single father often feel stretched to their limits with their unattending responsibilities that face them. They carry the burden of supporting a family and being totally responsible for their children. They very few opportunities for rest and relaxation unless they have supportive extended family members who will help them. Despite that high numbers of single parents in the United States, there is no indication that marriage is becoming less popular. The remarriage rate remains high, with approximately four out of five divorced couples eventually remarrying other people. When single parents marry each other, they create a step family or blended family. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Valentine S, and I will explain about my material. My material is the varieties of the family in the US. In the United States, there is no family that would not be called family 50 or 100 years ago. The largest percent are still traditional family of two parents and children. But this type of majority doesn't open families in certain areas. Children can be members of two families, for example, if their parents divorce. They may stay with one parent of half of week and the other parents during the second half of week. A family can be mixed, in which both pairs of children enter into the marriage. Couples who have decided not to have children, of unmarried couples who choose to live together may also see themselves as a family. A single parent who has full responsibility for caring for the children doesn't want to be seen as having a lower family than someone in a two-parent family. Regional, ethnic, and religious and heterogeneity in the US means that people will react differently to non-traditional families. Individuals also react strongly to the diversity of family types. The different types of families found in the United States may not have much in common, but they show that the clone family is not dying. On the contrary, what is changing and being saddened by people who don't impose equality in family lifestyle is changing. Change in the traditional family structure are viewed by some as a breakdown on disintegration of values and a decrease in number. However, other believe that his change in the form of the family is inevitability in a rapidly changing society. Okay, there is for my group. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.